Well, yeah, we are back at Brook Street in Paarl there, and it's the Paarl Boys High team that are getting their little talking to at the moment. The two teams in the huddle. Bear in mind, at school level, the players don't go off the field. They also don't get oranges. They just get an ear bashing normally from their coach, Gareth, right?
Absolutely. We saw Wessel du Plessis laying down the law to his charges. And of course, Elgard Miller is involved with the Grey College side. Well, there you see the halftime score. It's been all in favour of Paarl Boys, and they lead this contest by 11-3. It's a pulsating one at that.
So this was the starting point then with Grey College, rather Paarl Boys High, just very sleight of hand, swift of foot, and it was Taki Abrams who got the first try and only try of the match thus far.
Well, Josta Nkusana Surdane, and then finished off by Takir Abrams on the left wing in the white scrum cap. The only tries you mentioned in that first half, good interpassing between backs and forwards, and had enough pace and power to get through the attempt of the fly of Christopher Schroeder. And that's what put Paarl Boys 11 points to 3 to the good. And palpable delight on the faces of the home side supporters. There we see the stats. Well, it's the turnovers conceded from Grey College that is a massive concern, coupled with the fact that they're not winning a surfeit of possession at line-out time. And what they are doing, though, they are getting into the opposition 22, and they'll want to convert those opportunities, getting into that Paarl Boys 22-meter area.
Just waiting for Francois Pretorius. There we have the whistle, and it's an opportunity for Rayon Lombard to get the kick in into the sun. Grey College unable to initially catch it, but it did go backwards. Are we going to see a change of fortunes in the second half? What was said at halftime in those huddles there with the coach? What are the tactics going to be? Schroeder, Pretorius. Now this little fellow van Heiningen has really done well in this game. He's broken the line on 2 occasions. Inventive little kick from him. Again, Schroeder, this time to the big fellows, Jaco van Tonder. Change of direction. They're getting quality ball and quick ball as well from the breakdowns on occasions. Maybe they might feel they're their own worst enemy in terms of finishing off at times. One of the key things is Dion Skounis from the number 8 position. And that ball ripped from his grasp, but it's going to be a penalty here to Grey College, and it's a long way out, but with a slight breeze at his back, it might be within target of Christopher Schroeder.
That's one of the areas they need to really focus on, to Grey College. Again, it's that outside centre in the form of Janko van Heiningen, who's causing endless problems for Paarl Boys. He makes a line break, but the support is not forthcoming, and that is where they are breaking down and not really getting quick ball as they trundle up towards that Paarl Boys 22-meter area.
Yeah, interesting decision to go for the line out there. David Krill asked to kick it downfield. They want to maybe keep that pressure up, keep the position if they can. Skounis used in the line out.
Sack is good.
No problem with the sack, says the referee.
Say more.
That's a very good starting maul, this, for Grey College. Can they keep the momentum going? They know they're up against a hefty pack of forwards of Paarl Boys High, but they've made a good 20 meters and a chance here to maybe score a try. Will it be forthcoming? It's possible. David Krill.
Well, just what the doctor ordered for the men from Bloemfontein, and David Krill has come up with the goods. From the driving maul, it was a wonderfully weighted pass to a flying Krill, who scythed through the outside backs of Paarl Boys. And Grey College are right back in this contest.
Well, I think that's just curled in there from Christopher Schroeder. He gets the benefit there from the assistant referees. And it's a one-point game, and what a wonderful effort this from Creel.
Well, you can mark it down to the forwards after a brilliant maul. And then Creel ran a wonderful line. The pass was well weighted from Schroeder, and he thundered over the whitewash for Grey College's first try.
Yeah, credit too to Grey College for kicking the ball downfield for that line out and not deciding to kick it goal. They want to put pressure on the home team as much as possible. Well, what we're going to have here, in all probability, is only one unbeaten team left at the end of this match. Remember, both of these teams are unbeaten this year in school rugby. And of course, we can't discount the possibility of a draw too. Either way, it could be a really close finish. Here's Van Haneging again. This time he's collared by his opposite number. Ball picked up from an offside position there by Paarl boys. They've really got to just settle themselves down, the home team. You know, they're under the cosh a little bit. They're not getting enough possession at the moment. They're giving away the odd penalty.
And they just don't need to get into a tussle with the referee. He's done a brilliant job as Francois Pretorius. It's clear, concise, and it's a fantastic touch finder from the magic man, David Creel, as Paarl boys yet again find themselves back in their own 22-metre area.
It's amazing how things happen too, isn't it? You know, the game can swing so often within the space of 70 minutes. And there you could see from an offside position, the Paarl boys penalised, and they back close to their 22. Good take there from Marcel Tiernissen.
Shifting sideways, obstruction.
Changing lanes
Shifting
there.
sideways, obstruction.
An obstruction caused by the Grey College team. Just when they seem to really have the momentum going with them, they forego it by giving away a penalty.
Well, there's been a constant source of possession at the tail of the line-out as Schoonies, but this time it was Tiernissen who rose high, and unfortunately for the visitors, they just changed their lane. And it's an opportunity that's going to miss for the men from Grey College.
Just looking through just a bit of useless information, and the Grey College boys over the years, you know, they've had 44 Springboks, but they've had a few other internationals too. One of them, Nelio de Sá, played for Portugal, and he's the man who provides us with so many statistics. Him and Nico du Plessis, great contributors to Mutual and Federal Premier Interschools Rugby, and incredible connection as one of the co-sponsors. In fact, there's another player as well who played for Germany, Hendrik van der Merwe. And Gareth Wright, you look at me with those eyes, there are 83 rugby clubs in Germany. Yeah? So it's alive and well. Well, they were anyway.
Advantage. Offside.
So quick take there from Michael Fisser. Runs straight at the opposition. Are they back 10 metres will be the call.
Moving forward. You're off your feet. You're off your feet. Moving forward.
This has been an incredible tussle, this match, and it was everything that we expected in these first 40 minutes. And we have another 29 odd minutes of similar fare.
And then you just thought the decision-making to tap and go by Fisser was the wrong option. Just needed to slow it down a little bit, carve off a bit of territory and try and get their pack back into the game.
Bind.
But nonetheless, a wonderful field position for Paarl boys to attack from.
Tucky Abrams has moved across from the left wing. And he doesn't play any part in this year's Manny Ras. We'd see some of the brilliance of this man at some point in time, and it's come. There's the try. Brilliant finish.
Khadra Ferreira has come up with the goods for Paarl boys, but mark it down to the slick outside running of the number 13 centre, Manny Ras. Wonderful break on the outside. The basketball flip on the inside to a flying Ferreira, and he's in for try number 2 for Paarl boys.
Well, some lovely vision there from Manny Ras too. It's so good to see, you know, he He'll never forget the hat-trick of tries he scored in last year's Craven Week final, which is quite unprecedented. But this time, looking on his inside, finding the man that he needed. And now a chance for Gianni Lombard. Give it a real whack, and it's over as well. So it just extends that lead somewhat, and to a double score that's needed from Grey College.
Good drift pass, and he just got on the outside of his opposite man, and then wonderful vision to flick it inside to Ferreira, who ran a wonderful line down the middle of the field, and palpable delight for the coaching staff of Paarl boys.
Over the top from Michael Visser, hasn't gone as far as he would have liked, I'm sure. Nevertheless, it's wrestled back by Paarl boys' eye. Lombard, quick pass. Eventually, it was pretty well fielded there by Tennyson.
Have a good first
Rather by Ivi Loubser. There's the fullback, David Creel. And despite the heavy defense from both sides,
number 2, clear daylight, assistant tackler.
Players rather, that have found space to run into. So a penalty here for Grey College, and again it's a kickable one. Do they go down the touchline again, which is probably what they'll do.
Well, he needs to find a sizable touch finder here, does Creel.
Number 2, assistant tackler, no
really
daylight.
Get it close to that line, which is duly obliged, and you can expect a rolling maul coming in for the men in blue.
Captain,
Daniel Jooste being penalised here at the breakdown, beaten by the ruck. Now a real opportunity for Grey College to hit back.
Rian Kreiling with a throw in.
Tackle!
So static situation at the moment with the turnover there. Visser with the kick downfield. Marnus Boshoff brings in Schroeder, runs straight into Manny Ras. Clear. Tennyson. And the crowd is starting to get very lively at the moment because there's huge expectation here. And perhaps knowledge that anything could happen. Terrific carry up there from Nordia. Pick up and go. Grey College really just looking to keep rumbling it up. Will they work this down the back line at some stage? But they've done so well with their forwards. Now, chance for Schroeder. Straight on to Eric Mayberg, or rather Jaco Wessels.
Turnover good.
Well, there's another turnover. Well, we spoke about the importance of turnovers in this game. They really have made quite a big difference. Here's Lombard. Another chance for Boshoff. Loves running at the opposition. Well, this is going to be a real test here of Paarl Boys High's defensive capabilities. And once again, they've stood firm. They've just had the one try scored against them today.
Contest by 18, on his feet, holding on.
Yet again, it's the penalties that are starting to stack up against both sides, but it's those turnovers conceded that are now really starting to hurt Grey College. Nine of them in total, and another opportunity for Paarl Boys to get out of danger. One just feels that the clean out at the breakdown is ineffective and too late. That's allowing Paarl Boys to get their hands on the ball and pull for it at will.
I think what's also quite important is where those turnovers have taken place, you know, that have led to points being scored against your team. And I mean, and that really is quite important. Daniel Juste's throw in.
Use that.
Well, certainly possession has been somewhat dominated by Grey College in the second half.
Use it.
So Paarl Boys High now, many rests, little pop over the top. It's just slowed things down somewhat. Lombard trying to find someone to pass to, but just look how far back they've gone now as a result of that. And Frankie Horn's got a huge amount of work to do
First arriving player
to set up the next phase. Well, they've gone and lost it. Now Pretorius. There's some good momentum here that Grey College have got in the second half. Yet the scoreboard doesn't show in their favour. Neat little inside pass there from Ruan Creer. Once again, Paarl Boys High, defence is holding. This time it's Tiernison that's asked to carry it up in midfield, but they're going to get a penalty, Grey College, and I fancy this is going to be pretty kickable.
Oh, Grey College have been battered at will from the defence of Paarl Boys, slap bang in front, and you'll expect the likes of Schroeder now to line it up and whack it over and put his side within 5 points. One man who's become ever more prominent in the second half has been the fetcher of Grey College and Vian Kloppers. He's been outstanding at the breakdown and really has competed well, picked his moments when to try and make the turnover, as we see Schroeder knock it between the uprights, and we're back to a 5-point ball game.
Well, paying the price then of giving away a penalty, with Paarl Boys High having to make a lot of tackles. Lombard, has that gone 10 meters? I don't think so. It was played by Jongenskool, who should just maybe have left it or made sure of the catch. So a chance for Manny Ras.
On the chest, play
A
on.
high tackle there, so there might be some advantage being played. Yep, there we go.
Playing the 9 without the ball. You can't play the 9 without the ball. No, it's on the chest.
Well, just as we sing his praises, Kloppers infringes at the breakdown, and now those 3 points could be nullified via the boot of Lombard. Real discipline from Kloppers. He's done some really good things in the game, but that wasn't one of them. As the ball isn't out, the scrum off's hands aren't on it, and he's come over and just flopped on top of Michael Visser.
Jy kan nie vir 9 speel nie.
And again, it's good for him to understand just where he went wrong there. He doesn't agree with the referee maybe, but certainly Francois Pretorius explaining to him he's not allowed to tackle the scrum half in that position. Now it's another big strike that from Lombard, and again it's still a 2-score game. Grey College have got some work to do.
Well, you just kind of feel we're in for late drama. One thing about Grey College, they're never going to lie down, but they need somebody to do something magic, as Tian Durant has come on from Jaco van Tonder.
So the kick pretty much into the sun there. Chance here for Van Heiniging. That's neat play from Grey College, just keeping that ball alive, taking it back in field, making sure they don't get shoveled into touch. Schroeder asked the big fellow Skidio Bierkes on this occasion, and then the offload from the captain Bierkes. Creer. So just a little grubber through there from Jaco Wessels.
It's not dangerous, play
No,
on. It's
Creer.
not dangerous.
Well, if anything, Creer certainly with some of the runs that he's had, he's kept the defence honest. And there's just a little bit of a change of variation coming from them. But this has really been a hard nut to crack, this for Grey College. The defence of Paarl Boys High has been really good. And something that's been a focus of theirs. That's one of the reasons why they're the #1 team in the country at the moment. Grey College down at #2. Well, I shouldn't say down at #2. Snapping at their heels. Wessels. Pretorius. Quick offload there to Jan Kloppers. Not much room for him to move in. And eventually it's the touchline that wins. So it's going to be, the ball was carried in by Paarl Boys High. We also have a man down at the moment, and it looks like it's Evie Loopsha who's having some treatment to his right wrist.
I'll just say the Grey College attack was lateral, no penetration. That's because they've had to send extra men into the breakdown to secure possession. And there's some tackles missed, 17-9. As Loopsha makes his way off the field, he looks in a world of pain, does the lanky lock forward. And he's going to be replaced by the man in the #19 jersey, Vian Fourie.
Oh, he's somewhere along the line. Evie Loopsha got a real knock there on his right arm. So lots of replacements then having to come on the field, and others by the choice of the coach. Well, that wasn't clever play that by Grey College. Looking to all the play. Here comes Manny Rass. Couldn't get the offline. It's been knocked backward. This will be a try if it's scored. No problem at all. And Paarl Boys High go 50 meters.
Kom op. Maar ik die 8 van Grey af, tenzij je iets anders mij kan zeggen. Thank you.
Well, looking for the wraparound was the fly off in Schroeder. The pass wasn't good. Towed ahead by Manny Rass, who's grown in stature. He looked for the sunny ball out the back of the hand. And it went against the hand of Marnus Boshoff and popped into the hands of Ferreira, who's made a real impact since coming on. But Manny Rass has ignited this Paarl Boys side. And nothing wrong with the attempted offload. It went against a Grey College hand. And Ferreira was on hand to get in for his brace.
No problem then with the conversion from Lombard. And Paarl Boys High stretched that lead to something of substance.
Gerda Ferreira, he's been scintillating since he's come on.
Well, we can confirm too that Evie Loopsha, the Paarl Boys High player to go off, there is in pictures, got a dislocated shoulder, which is of course no fun for those of you that have had that before.
Okay.
And there's his replacement, Vian Fourie. Big take there from Saman Murat. By his standards, has had a relatively quiet match. But he, of course, obviously doing a lot of the hard work up front. Here comes Revan Krier. He's a fellow who I fancy never gives up. To coin a phrase of Tox van der Linde, said that was always his favourite saying as a rugby player, never give up. Well, Grey College will certainly want to try and score as quickly as possible with just over 13 minutes left of this game. They've got an opportunity here. What do they choose to do?
Well, they've got to knock it out into touch and try rumble it over from close quarters. No point in going for the 3 points on offer as Mario Vieira has made his way onto the field. But one feels now as the sands of time begin to tick away, they need to get a score. And they need to do it within the next 2 or so minutes to really give themselves a chance.
So where does this go then? If they get their maul going, they don't want ball to the front of the line out. How much far back are they going to go? To the middle? They're going to go to the back to Squines. Dejan Squines has got them back in the game.
And Dejan Squines has breathed life back into this challenge for Grey College. The throw came in. It was the missed jump from the jumpers of Grey College. And Ruan Kreling will be thanking his 8th man in the form of Jongenskool, who's barged over for the Bloemfontein side, 2nd of the afternoon. Now, this is a vital conversion for Grey College.
Well, the kick is not over, so it was a vital one too. Well, but still it's 2 scores away, so it's still a long way for Grey College to go, but they've done well here to get a try.
Just the overthrow, and great hands by Skoonies as he managed to get through a number of defenders for his try.
Well, that ball has been knocked forward, lost forward rather, and it's Reece Poseidon from Paarl Boys High who got the pickup. Lombard onto Frankie Horn. Visser. Space here for Lombard. Lovely offload. Well, just a lack of continuity, unfortunately, there for Paarl Boys High, and it's a turnover of possession. Grey College's Mario Vieira, who's on. He played for the team as well in 2015. So Lombard. Oh, interception, but the referee's whistle is gone. Well, that could have made it an interesting ball game with Michiel Burger with that catch.
Well, good advantage played by the referee, Francois Pretorius. And as the knock-on came in from Mario Vieira, just being hit in the tackle by Ferreira. And many of those Paarl Boys supporters would have had their hearts in their mouths as Burger looked like he had snaffled an intercept. As Mario Vieira in shot.
Bind. Set.
So Michael Visser then with a put-in. Less than 10 minutes to go in this thrilling encounter.
Play on.
Well, it's been turned over. And no forward likes that at scrum time. Grey College once again looking to use Wessels, looking to use the width of the field. Clear. Not much room to move in there for the little scrum off. Oh, Wessels. Out from Vieira. And now fullback David Creel. But pretty much all in a standing position, so always difficult to get any level of explosiveness when you're catching the ball standing still.
Playing the 9 without the ball.
Well, it's a quick take from captain Gideon Beekes onto Rivan Creer. Good offload from the scrum half. This is the continuity we were talking about. Can they keep that ball flowing? It's the only way really to break down this rigid defense of Paarl Boys High. Taken in by Tian Durant. Available ball now for Creer. Wessels with the charge to him. Once again, it's good tackling from Paarl Boys High.
Number 8, offside.
Well, I just wonder how long that the referee is going to persist in handing out penalties. He needs to go to his pocket now.
Number 8, offside.
It's become a lottery every time there's a breakdown. This time it's Kanyan Kusana who has been penalised for infringing the offside line. And there you see the penalties, well, 12 against Paarl Boys, 9 against Grey College.
Squinnies just manages to get it back from the back of the line out, but it's not great ball that for Grey College, so it's turned over once again. We've spoken at length about turnovers and the impact they could have on this game.
They need to set the line out quicker to Grey College, get the ball in, because every time they labour to that line out, it allows Salman Marat and co to set and contest the line out, and it's been a real source of possession for Grey College. However, the contesting of Paarl boys has been sublime in the second half.
Time back on.
Tap down, and a neat one that on that occasion. Vieira then pop pass onto Serfontein. Vieira into a half gap and then running into one of the biggest guys on the field. You see the Grey College boys really enjoy moving the ball around. Great skill sets. And the long pass to Bierkes. Vieira. Wessels. Oh, once again, terrific defenses from Paarl boys. A very good example, one's got to say, to any rugby team, the way they've organised their defence. That's a thumping tackle too, just tackling the man back.
Ruck form, hands in.
So a quick take from Jongenskool, but he's gone on his own. There's no one supporting. Well, now they come. Needed a few players close in on him. They're very close to the line. Big charge for the line. And that ball held up. So it's going to be a scrum put in here to Grey College. And the last opportunity is the sands of time run out.
What a hit coming in. Oh, no dear. Whack in the tackle. His opposite man in the form of Vianfari, the replacement, put it in a fantastic hit. Oh, no dear. And it's been a feature of their play this afternoon, has been the defence, has been the cornerstone which they've built their 10-point lead on against their formidable opponents in the form of Grey College. And 5 minutes to go. Well, you can never discount Grey College. They're never out of a contest. If they get a try now, well, anything can happen, as you see some stern faces on the Grey coaching staff. And Helgoff Miller, well, 250, 45 matches for Free State, a wealth of experience that he's imparted his knowledge on these scholars down at Grey, and fantastic to see him plugging it back into scholar rugby in the Bloemfontein region.
It is, Gareth, and also his brother Pedo is around too, you know, and all these ex-players, and saw Charles Maria a little bit earlier as well from the Storm, ex-Stormers play. Wonderful to see these guys around, and many of them are actually giving back in some form. You know, they're coaching at their old school, they're helping out, they may be giving talks. That knowledge transfer is very important from ex-players to youngsters.
If they can get a right shoulder, they can free Scoonies up here.
Well, they've chosen to go down the line to Vieira. And there's a little pop pass. Very dangerous one, quite inventive, but not working out for them. Well, they're trying everything now, our Grey College.
Oh, they just look bereft of ideas on attack. They need somebody to straight and set a target. And just the no-look pass coming in from the replacement in the form of Pure Self-Contained, not finding the hands of Vieira. However, fortune favours the brave, and they've still got another put in at scrum time.
Laid off. Crouch.
Well, Gavin, are we in for late drama if Grey College can get over and get a 7-pointer here?
So, change of direction. Here is their chance now. Wouldn't it have been appropriate if Rivan Creer had scored? He's really been such an active player at scrum half, and so disappointed is he on the ground. So close, and yet so far.
Well, it was an incisive break from Creer, but Frankie Horn has had his number the whole afternoon, and another hand in the way has prevented a try. And Paarl boys get to breathe again.
Tough scrum right in the corner, yeah.
Bind. Sit.
Michael Visser with a put in. He needs a good solid scrum here from his team.
It's not now.
Kom ons gaan boys, ons doen dit.
Net meer af na sy. Ek sal sorg vir die res, okay. Crouch.
Blue.
Bind. Safe.
15 blue and white. Well, again, it's a scrum that sort of goes all over the place. And Paarl boys, I will be happy with the efforts.
Just at scrum time, Grey College being penalised, and deliberate whirling coming in on the angle as well. An opportunity now for Gianni Lombard to clear the lines. He's been fairly measured as the fullback, and he's put in a workman-like performance. And they say history repeats itself, Gavin. Well, in 2012, Grey College came down to Paarl, and they were beaten by the self-same score, 28-18. And are we to see a replica this afternoon?
Yeah, there'll be some discussion around the true reflection of the score too, because I think the game has been a little bit closer than that. But it's been a magnificent performance this from both teams, given everybody their money's worth. Now, Paarl boys high. Sense that there's not enough Grey boys involved with that maul, so they carry it upfield a little bit. Now, Lombard, a huge kick downfield. Lots of work here for David Creel, who looked to counter-attack. He needs to get the offload. He needed to get it going a little bit earlier. But they've had to turn and retreat on a few occasions of Grey College, which counter-attacking opportunities haven't always been there for them. Once again, just looking to try and slip the ball quickly through the hands. I don't think I've seen a schoolboy team defend as well organised as Paarl Boys High have done today. It's been a long time, and kudos to their coaches, Sean Erasmus and Elmo Volfart.
What they've done incredibly well, they've sent one man in to attack the breakdown, contested, which has meant that Grey College have had to send a number of players in to try and clean that breakdown out and try to secure possession, which has alternatively meant that Paarl boys have had numbers on their feet to spread out across the field and just put in some thunderous hits.
It's Dion Schoonies who's down at the moment, the Grey number 8. No, it's not him, it's Rivan Krier. The little scrum off. My apologies.
Well, isn't it fantastic to see the medical attention at Brook Street? Wonderful to know that the players out there are in safe hands, and the crowd has been fantastic as well. They've filtered in their numbers, and it's swollen significantly as the first team game kicked off, and in excess of 5,000 people, and brilliant to see.
Yeah, well, this is a very, very sad ending, this for Rivan Krier, who's down at the moment, and you know, if we were able to get any news, we would certainly do that. And it looks like it might be a leg injury, but we don't want to debate. We're not medical people, but he is certainly limping off. And he's had a terrific game as the youngster. There was a huge tackle on him, and somewhere along the line he might have twisted a knee, or hopefully nothing worse than that. So Grey College will then bring on their number 23, which is Rian Heyman.
Okay, time back on.
And this will pretty much be the close of play after this particular piece of play, one feels. Visser with a kick out. And there's the final whistle from the referee. And I tell you what, just look how pleased the Paarl Boys High players are. They knew they were going to be in for a massive tussle here, and they've come through with an exceptional all-round performance, one feels.
Well, you can mark it down to their defence. It has been a wonderful effort at the breakdown and their defensive effort. And Paarl boys have run out victorious by 28 points to 18 over their foes, Grey College.